Aloha class! In this first video update of the semester, we get to talk about one of my favorite topics, motivation. So what exactly is motivation? Well, it's that inner state that causes an individual to learn in a way that ensures accomplishment of some goal. It's why people act as they do. We have two main types of theories under motivation. We have process theories and we have content theories. So process theories emphasize how individuals are motivated, and it focuses on steps occurring when individuals are motivated. Content theories emphasize individuals' internal characteristics, and it focuses on understanding what needs individuals have and how to satisfy those particular needs. We read about a lot of different theories this week. One really good content theory is the equity theory of motivation. This is the belief that when individuals believe they have been treated unfairly in comparison to others, they react in a way to try to fight that inequality. So they might work less, or they might ask for more money, or they might start acting out too. So perceptions of inequality can come from a variety of different things. It can come from anywhere. Maybe work assignments. She got a better shift than I did, or promotions, or compensation. It can come from perceptions of ratings, or it can come from office assignments. So perceptions of inequality can really come from anywhere. All of these situations are emotionally charged as they relate to perceptions of self-worth. Now, content theories are much more fun. Those are my favorite. A few that we read about was Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Douglas McGregor's Theory X, Theory Y. We also read about the acquired needs theory and a few other ones. So let's start with Maslow's. Most of us are familiar with Maslow's from undergrad. It's basic psychology. In the 1970s, Maslow created this hierarchy of needs. The very bottom was those basic physiological needs: food, water, shelter, rest, air. The next level, once we have those basic needs, the next level is security, which includes being free from harm, including bodily or economic disaster. So losing a job would fall in that second category. Social need, the desire for love or companionship. So in a work setting, that social need, there's research that says people who have best friends at work are happier at work. They're more likely to stay. They're less likely to leave. The second highest is esteem, and this is the desire for respect. And the very top of that pyramid is self-actualization, and this is the desire to maximize whatever potential individual possesses. So it's a very basic common one. McGregor's Theory X, Theory Y is how managers view employees. So Theory X, managers have a negative assumption of employees. They believe that they dislike work, that employees are naturally lazy, and they should avoid work when they can. Theory X has to motivate, or Theory X managers typically motivate their employees through extrinsic rewards, where Theory Y is a more positive assumption about employees. The managers who believe in Theory Y, they think employees are self-directed, that they're creative, that they seek responsibility, and they exercise self-control. Managers with Theory Y mentality tend to motivate their employees through intrinsic rewards. Now, I want to emphasize the Theory X and Theory Y, it's not either or, there's a continuum. And depending on your employees, you might need to be Theory X motivators, or you might need to use Theory Y motivators, depending on where they're at. So, for example, in a manufacturing environment or a mining environment where it's a very manual labor and it's very, very tedious, strenuous work, Theory X might be a better way to manage because employees don't really want to be there. It's not fun, it's uncomfortable. But in a position where the employees or an industry where the employees enjoy what they do, maybe teaching, it might be much more theory why, where they don't have to be watched all the time. So again, depending on the situation, depending on the employees, and depending on the leaders, will determine which theory between McGregor's is best. Now, another one that we had read about this week was McClelland's acquired needs theory. Now, this has 3 different types of needs. It focuses on the need for achievement, the need for power, and the need for affiliation. So, the need for achievement is so strong in some individuals that it becomes more motivating than the quest for profits. It's to set challenging yet achievable goals. And those with small need for achievement do tend to stay away from those challenging goals or responsibilities. The need for power is greatly motivated to influence others and assume responsibilities for subordinates' behavior. It's to seek advancement involving increasing amounts of responsibility, and they are comfortable in competitive situations. They enjoy decision making. And the last need is the need for affiliation. This is a cooperative, team-centered managerial style. They prefer to influence subordinates to complete tasks through team efforts. They lose effectiveness if the need for social approval or friendship interferes with their willingness to make decisions. So out of those 3, we all have all 3 of them in us. One of the 3 is stronger than the other, but we do have all of them within us somewhere. And the last theory that I wanted to just mention briefly in this video is Herzberg's 2-factor theory. Now, Herzberg proposed that we have hygiene factors and we have motivating factors. So those hygiene or maintenance factors are what's related to work. When these factors are undesirable, the individual becomes dissatisfied. So these are the things that they don't truly motivate us, but if they were missing, we would be dismotivated, would be unmotivated. The motivating factors are related to the work itself, and when these factors are compelling, the individual is satisfied and motivated to perform the task. So these are the things that truly motivate. Money is often a really good example of this. So most people view money as a motivating factor. But the fact of the matter is, if money was taken away, you'd be unmotivated. So it's more of a hygiene factor. It might be motivating in the beginning when you get a really large paycheck, but after a year or 2 in that same role, that's going to start being expected. And when you don't get it, then you're going to be dismotivated. You're no longer motivated by that dollar amount. Does that make sense? So that's one that can be a little controversial, but it's definitely a hygiene factor.